Are emotional vampires leaving you exhausted? What is an emotional vampire? Stay tuned to find out. My name is Tiffany Toombs. I'm a high-performance mindset coach that has worked with thousands of people across the world to help them let go of emotional baggage, cut cords with energy vampires so that they can step into and fulfill their potential in life. In this video, I'm going to share with you what an emotional vampire is, the negative impact that having one in your life causes, and how to reduce their emotional impact on you. There are different types of emotional vampires. So anytime we've become connected to somebody, whether they serve us our food at a restaurant or they've been a longtime friend, we become energetically connected to them. Imagine these connections as cords that connect your body to theirs. Now, in most relationships, this isn't a big deal. The energy flow is equal. However, with an energy vampire, the energy flow is one way, from you to them. These are the people that you find it exhausting to be around. Now, energy vampires take a couple different forms. This could be the person who is constantly playing the victim and they're coming to you to save them and rescue them. And if you don't, then they use guilt and shame to get you to rescue them. They also take the form of ambivalent friends. These are the friends who you never really know what you're going to get. Some days they're on your side, some days they're not. They're one of those frenemies and you find yourself walking on eggshells because you never know what you're going to get with them. Either way, these people are exhausting. Now, before I share with you the impact of having these people in your life, I want to hear from you. Is there somebody in your life that you think might be an emotional vampire? Go to the comments below and let me know. There's actually been studies done on the impact that ambivalent friends, victims, and energy vampires have on our lives. And what we know is that when we have energy vampires in our life, whether it's one or many, we are more likely to be fatigued all the time. We feel mentally drained, mentally foggy, and you might even feel physically fatigued as well. We also know that when somebody has an emotional vampire in their life, they're more likely to take more sick days and they're more likely to be sick more often. They actually did a study within a police headquarters where they asked people how many emotional vampires or ambivalent friends they had in the workplace. As the number of ambivalent friends and energy vampires increased, they also saw a direct correlation in the increase of the number of sick days, a decrease in productivity, and an increase in the overall levels of stress that that person reported having. So energy vampires and ambivalent friends are not actually just some woo-woo concept. They actually have real physical impacts on our life and our health. People with energy vampires in their life also tend to be less focused, they tend to be less productive, and overall just more stressed in their everyday life. Before I share with you how you can reduce the impact that these energy vampires have on you, I want to remind you to subscribe to my channel. I'm putting out brand new videos every single week to help you master your mindset, let go of limiting beliefs, and step into your full potential. So go ahead and click the subscribe button below and like this video while you're there. So to reduce the impact of energy vampires, first we need to cut emotional cords from them. So you can easily visualize this. Just imagine the cords that connect you to that person. It might be one cord, it might be a thin cord or a thick cord, or depending on your relationship with the person, it might be multiple cords. What you're going to do is you're going to picture taking scissors, a knife, a saw, an axe, a sword, whatever it is that you want, and just cutting all those cords. Now you might find that with some people, you might have to cut the cords more than once, or it might take a couple attempts to fully get through that cord because it's so thick. Either way, cutting cords from this person on a regular basis or even one time can have an incredible impact. Now, there's also been some really cool studies done about how we can stop ourselves from being energetically drained or from having somebody else affect us mentally. So one of the studies that was done was they put two people in separate rooms. One person, the receiver, was asked to set an intention that blocked out any negative energy or any draining energy that came their way. The other person, the vampire, was in another room down the hall. They were asked to think about that person in a negative way or attempt to affect that person physically somehow. And what they found was that when the receiver set the intention to block out any impact from other people, they succeeded. When the receiver didn't set that intention, they found that the receiver was actually physically and measurably impacted by the other person's thoughts. So if you know that you're going to be seeing an ambivalent friend, or you know you're going to be seeing an energy vampire, what can you do to protect yourself? You can do a couple things. You can imagine yourself in a bubble of light. Which nobody's energy can penetrate. Nobody's thoughts, positive or negative, can get into that bubble. You might decide to put on a wetsuit every morning when you get dressed and imagine that this spiritual wetsuit just repels anybody's thoughts or energy that comes towards you. Or you can imagine that you have a shield of some sort in front of you and on the sides to protect you from being impacted by somebody else's energy. Now, if you're ready to discover other powerful tools that you can do to program your mind and access its full power, I would love to invite you to join the 6-day Mind Mastery Challenge. This is a totally free challenge that you can join anytime, and I'm going to share with you more exercises that you can use to reprogram your mind to let go of overwhelm and let go of imposter syndrome and let go of limiting beliefs and fear that keeps you stuck. All you have to do to get instant access to the challenge is go to nlpworksheet.com or click on the link in the description below. Thanks for watching.